We are just days away from Halloween, and that means a lot of kiddos will be eating candy. And so we wanted to talk to a registered dietitian here at Multicare. Thanks for being with us, Brittany.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, Brittany, we want to talk about this. We know you're a dietitian. You're not going to recommend giving out erasers and apples, are you? What should people be giving out for Halloween?
Absolutely. I think treats are just a part of the festivities, and so you can really give any type of candy for Halloween. Yeah. It doesn't have to be just healthy.
You're a cool dietitian. I love it.
I appreciate that. Other dietitians would say the same though, so.
Okay, but kids are gonna have like full sacks of candy at the end of the night. That's a lot of candy. Talk to parents about like consumption, setting limits. I mean, talk a little bit about that, because they probably shouldn't eat all the candy all at once.
Yeah, I think it can be nerve-wracking as a parent that we want our kids to have like a healthy, balanced diet. And realistically, sweets and treats are part of life and holidays and festivities. So we want to allow children to develop a healthy relationship with food, which includes sweets and treats. Just making sure maybe it's not the main focus. You know, the day of Halloween, having unlimited candy consumption is really appropriate, but how do we model those? Maybe we're practicing mindful eating with them, teaching them to listen to their bodies. But one day of more candy consumption is not going to derail all of your parenting efforts to have healthy balance the rest of the year.
And we know there's a lot of kiddos that are very conscious when they're picking out their candy. As a dietitian, what would you recommend if you're reaching in for something? Obviously, some people have allergies and whatnot, but what would you say to reach for maybe?
Yeah, well, I think after your kids come home with their candy lot, separating them between the candies that they really love and the ones that they don't really care for, because sweets and treats, we want to be teaching them it should be something that we really enjoy. So eating the ones that we don't really care for, like, let's get rid of that room in our stomach space. We don't need that. So focusing on the ones that they do like. In terms of like the type of candies, sure, like a Reese's has some peanut butter, some protein in it, but realistically having that balanced meal before you trick or treat is the most important.
Okay. Does the same rule apply for the parents? We know there's a lot of parents as taste testers. Does the same rule apply for them?
Yes. So as parents, we should be modeling what we want to teach our kids. And so that means throughout the day, we should still be having those balanced meals, including having that dinner before we go out trick-or-treating or having the treats from our kids' candy bag. Because especially when we're hungry, we tend to overeat or eat more, and sweets and treats digest very quickly and they don't make us feel full. So we eat more of them if we haven't had that balance earlier in the day.
Okay, and I want to ask you about allergies. Tell us about some alternatives that people could give out if they want to be mindful of kids with allergies.
Yeah, I think mainly like the nut allergies are probably one of the highest prevalence in children. So, you know, things like Reese's, or if we know that Snickers, things that have nuts, making sure we're offering potentially other options. So if having a bowl and letting the kids choose their candy is probably going to be the most ideal. And if they really seem like little ones, just the high sugar like Nerds or Twizzlers, those are going to be the least allergen rich.
And I didn't mean to make light of erasers. Sometimes giving out some of that stuff could be fun.
Yeah,
totally.
It could be. Yeah.
All right. Well, Brittany, thanks so much. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.